Good afternoon, welcome to the Urban Talks with Anthony. Today we're going to have an essential conversation. For those that are new to the channel, we make mental health conversations and content that's going to be able to benefit your personal development in addition to your well-being, right? And in today's conversation, we're going to be talking about the link between sleep and mental health, how to improve your sleep hygiene, right? So I want to be able to educate viewers on vital connection between quality of sleep in addition to their mental health, and offer tips to improving sleep hygiene to enhance emotional well-being, right? Sleep is essential and we all need it, right? So sleep is often the first thing that we sacrifice when life gets too busy. But did you know that poor sleep can significantly impact your mental health? So by tuning in closer, we're going to be able to develop a connection between sleep and our mental health well-being. Off rip, when it comes to this segment, we're talking about the importance of sleep when it comes to our mental health. However, key points, let's just slide right into it, right? So mental health link. Chronic sleep, when we're depriving of that, is associated with higher rates of anxiety, depression, and stress. When we're not giving our body what it needs, we're not giving our body that stress to be able to, relax and recuperate, recharge. We're low-key not doing our body a service, we're actually doing a disservice. So I want to say that one more time: anxiety, depression, and stress is associated with, when we're depriving ourselves of our sleep. Next key point is going to be cognitive functioning. Sleep helps improve memory, concentration, and emotional regulation, all of these which are essential for our emotional and our mental well-being, right? So for those out there that are chasing the money, that are chasing, the salary or whatever that may be, or whatever lifestyle that you're being, that's fine. However, we need to have a certain discernment of balance and making sure that we're giving our body the time to be able to recuperate, right? So proper sleep. Next is going to be mood stabilization, which is a lack of sleep can increase irritability, emotional instability, and make it harder to cope with stress, right? So your body is going to be just, I don't even know how to put words to it. It's going to be kind of jacked up in a sense, like it's hijacked in a way because it needs to rest. Like I said, this is affecting various parts of the body, various parts of the mind when you're depriving your body of sleep. When it comes to research insights from a 2021 study published, we found that individuals who experience sleep disturbances were 50% more likely to develop mental health issues such as anxiety or depression. You will be hitting rock bottom on a bad standpoint, just being blunt with it, when we're not giving our body what it needs. Like I said, we need to be giving ourselves adequate rest. Next segment we're going to be diving into is how sleep affects your brain and emotions, right? So when we sleep, our brains are able to recover, right? Especially when we're working hard, we're doing a lot of things, right? So let's just dive right into some key points in regards to how sleep affects our brain in addition to our emotions. So number one is going to be sleep stages, right? So during deep sleep, slow wave sleep, the brain processes emotions and consolidates memory. REM sleep helps regulate mood and supports cognitive functioning, like problem solving, right? So our brain is able to recover, process things, the emotions, memories, and different things that we are experiencing. The next is going to be stress and sleep. Lack of sleep elevates cortisol, which is that stress hormone, making it harder to relax and manage emotions. Next is going to be emotional regulation. So good sleep strengthens the prefrontal cortex, which helps, control those impulsive behaviors and emotional reactions, right? So by giving us the proactive sleep, it allows our brain to be able to be, more neutralized, to be able to know how to deal with certain situations. However, when we're depriving us of our sleep, our brain cannot fully, perform at its full potential because it's deprived. It needs to rest. And it's low on energy, so it's not thinking thoroughly. So I want us to take that in consideration because this is a part of our, problem solving. This is a part of our, emotional reactions, and definitely when it comes to impulsive behaviors, as mentioned as well. However, when it comes to research from the University of California found that people who get less than 7 hours of sleep per night have 30% higher risk of experiencing emotional dysregulation and mood swings. So, like I said, when you're overworking, or you just, you're going through it, or, you just playing video games, there's so many things that deprive us from our sleep that we may not be recognizing, and I'm highlighting that right now because this affects our emotional, well-being, in addition to mood swings and stuff like that. So we really want to be taking into consideration and making sure we're getting adequate sleep, at least 7 hours plus. Moving forward to the next segment, we want to talk about the role of sleep hygiene in mental health. So now is going to be that we understand the connection between sleep and mental health. So let's talk about sleep hygiene. Sleep cleaning. Same way we in the shower, we scrub it up. We gotta do the same thing when it comes to sleep, when it comes to the mind, when it comes to the brain, right? We gotta give our body what it needs on a clean note. So key point we're gonna talk about is consistent sleep schedule, right? So going to bed and waking up at the same time each day helps your body regulate body internal clock, right? So it allows your body to know when to get up, know when to kind of start breaking down to be able to get that adequate sleep. It's very important for your body. Everybody's body different, everybody's schedule's different, but you got to make sure that you're doing what you have to do for yourself so your body is able to perform well. Next point is going to be sleep environment. A cool, quiet, and dark room encourages deep, restorative sleep. I be telling people, if you can, get like dark curtains, make sure you get your room nice and cozy, dark enough for you able to kind of just get that nice, sleep, which encourages that restorative sleep, right? Our body needs to restore, our mind needs to restore, the brain needs to recover, right? So do what you gotta do to get yourself into that sleep environment that provides, that environment for yourself. Next is going to be limit stimulants, which is going to be avoid caffeine, nicotine, and heavy, meals before bedtime, so that you're able to have good quality sleep. Like I said, you don't need to be drinking soda, heavy juices, and even having, caffeine and coffee, all type of stuff like that. If you can, drink water, best thing on the planet for the body. Or even if you know what's up, that green tea, lemon, you know what I mean? Drop of that Henny, and you'd be good on, you'd be good to go. So like I said, avoid them, caffeine, nicotine, and heavy meals before bed, so you're able to really get the best sleep as possible. Next is going to be digital detox, which is a big thing. We're always on the phone, we always use technology. What I really want to take in consideration is to limit time, at least an hour before bedtime, to reduce that blue light from your eyes, you feel me? So you're able to really allow your body to get high quality sleep, and allow your body to fall asleep by, relieving it from that, the distress of your eyes. When it comes to research from a 2022 study from the Sleep Health, found that individuals who follow good sleep hygiene practices had 35% better sleep quality and were less likely to experience symptoms of depression and anxiety. Like I said, when we're putting ourselves first, we have our own designated, internal clock. We're following our own routine, and we're reducing that, technology if possible before bed, and caffeine and different drinks and beverages that we may like, but we're saving it for obviously a different time, so we're able to get ourselves the proper sleep is going to be essential. So just making sure that we have our own, self-care regimen, but our own, night routine is going to be, good for us. So let's dive into the next segment, which is going to be about tips in improving sleep hygiene, right? So let's break down some practical, science-based tips to be able to improve our sleep hygiene, to boost our mental health. Number one, we're going to start with create a sleep routine, ritual, right? So develop a calming pre-sleep routine that, could be able to benefit us. These things could be so simple for us, but at the same time, everybody's different, but you got to find what's for you, right? So an example could be reading a book, taking a warm bath, practicing relaxation tips, deep breathing, meditation, really setting yourself, even having a journal to just write things down that was, you're grateful for, having that gratitude, like different things to get your body, your mind soothed, is essential, so that you're adding into your sleep ritual. Next is going to be optimize your sleep environment, making sure that your bedroom is conducive to sleep. It's giving that cool, it's giving that dark, it's giving that quiet environment, so your body's able to consider, just basically just blacking out, just blacking out in a good experience, right? Just so you're able to just go to sleep, right? So saying that we're blacking out, the curtains, you feel me, as I mentioned before. So you're able to have that dark room, so you're able to just get that quality sleep. Next is going to be moving during the day, right? So regular physical activity, especially early in the day, can help you fall asleep faster, and even enjoy deep sleep. One thing that I like doing too is going to the gym after work, perhaps, So I'm able to get all that stress, get all those toxins, and kind of get my blood flowing and stuff like that. And it also helps too when it comes to sleep too, because your body is trying to recover from the muscles that are lifted and stuff like that. So find the right time to do the things that you enjoy. Maybe be riding a bike, taking a walk, like I mentioned, hitting the gym. So you're giving your body the proper recovery when you sleep, doing these things to help you put you to sleep, right? The next thing is going to be able to be mind your mind. It sounds interesting, but if you mind what is yours, and when you mind, what is racing before bed, trying to journal or practicing mindfulness to clear your thoughts is going to be able to mind your mind. So putting yourself first, really reassessing what's going on with your body, your mind, your brain, and these intrusive thoughts too, will be able to help you, understand what's going on in your mind. And also too, like I said, you're gonna have difficulty if you're not getting sleep because your brain, it needs that recovery. So I want us to be able to take that into consideration. Mind your mind. In addition, we got some research insights. A report from the National Sleep Foundation of 2023 showed that individuals who engage in pre-sleep rituals such as reading or meditation fall asleep 40% faster and experience more restful sleep, right? So when we're putting ourselves first, we're also doing things that are proactive, such as, like I said, reading or meditation, trying to do those reflective things, journaling, writing things down, being grateful for what, our day has brought, allows us to, fall asleep faster, in addition to having that better sleep as well. But moving on to the next segment in regards to the impact of poor sleep and mental health, this is going to be major because on the flip side, poor sleep doesn't just leave us feeling tired, restless. It can have lasting effects on emotional health as well. And by diving into this, we're going to be able to have a better understanding of why inadequate sleep can harm our mental health and our well-being. Some key points I want to be able to highlight is increased risk of anxiety and depression when we're not getting that sleep, right? So chronic sleep, when we're depriving of it increases vulnerability to anxiety and depression, making it harder to cope with life's challenges. Life's not Candyland. We're going to be having things, come our way, and by giving ourselves adequate sleep, it's going to be able to help us, be able to use our mind at a useful stand than depriving our minds when we're not giving it sleep, right? So make sure we're giving ourselves sleep. Moving on to the next key point is going to be cognitive decline. So lack of sleep impairs decision-making, memory, and ability to concentrate, which can have effects on your personal in addition to your professional life. Next is going to be heightened stress. Insufficient sleep increases levels of cortisol, contributing to heightened stress and emotional reactivity. Cortisol is that stress hormone, so like I said, heightened stress. So when we're not giving ourselves that adequate sleep, we're going to be stressed out. When it comes to research insights, a study from the Sleep Research Society 2021 found that 60% of adults with chronic sleep issues also reported experiencing symptoms of anxiety and depression. So this is real, it's not a game, and this is what happens when we have, the impact of poor sleep. We're not giving our body what it needs. It's affecting our body, our brain, our minds, the way we function. So I want us to take that into consideration to making sure that we are getting the adequate sleep. Like I mentioned before, at least 7 hours plus to be able to have us at a high optimal to perform well. The next section we're going to be discussing is going to be when to seek professional help. If you're tired, you recognize, something is impaired with your, sleep hygiene, the quality of your sleep, but you're struggling to sleep or you're having mental health issues, it may be time to seek, professional help to get some understanding and some solutions in regards to getting you back on track to getting better sleep, right? So key points I want to highlight is sleep disorders. Conditions like insomnia, sleep apnea, and restless leg syndrome can significantly affect sleep quality. Consulting a healthcare provider can help you get the right diagnosis and the treatment and recovery so you're back on track to getting the proper sleep so your body's able to function well. Next is going to be therapy for sleep issues. Cognitive behavioral therapy for insomnia, CBTI, is an effective evidence-based approach for overcoming sleep difficulties, right? So that is a solution. That is something that is out there to be able to, help with sleep issues. Next is going to be mental health support. If poor sleep is affecting your mental health, daily functioning and stuff like that, it is something that, you could definitely consider speaking with therapists to address underlying emotional concerns and how this is impairing with your functioning and, in life overall. In addition, I want to be able to provide from the American Academy of Sleep Medicine from 2020 reports that CBTI helps 75% of individuals with insomnia improve both their sleep quality and mental health as well. So like I said, when it comes to that CBTI, which is that cognitive behavioral therapy for insomnia, sleep disturbances, there is that support, and it definitely helps individuals get back on track so they're able to have better mental health and better sleep quality. When it comes to overall prioritizing our sleep and our, for better mental health, we have to really, like I said, take ourselves and take our mental health, sleep, all, we have to take it serious. We got to make the proactive steps to making sure that our body's able to perform. When it comes to our quality of sleep, it isn't just a luxury, it's an essential part of our mental health. By improving your sleep hygiene, having a clear mind, you're able to take a crucial step towards better emotional well-being, greater resilience, in addition to a greater mind, right? If you found this video beneficial, please give it a thumbs up, share it for those out there so they're able to improve their well-being, their mental health by having proper, adequate sleep. However, thank you for having me. Take it easy.